Hello again. This is Dr. Arnie Shapiro, session 52 of my series, Breathing Easy, Brief Relaxation Techniques for Busy People. We are working with relaxors to induce the relaxation response and counter the stress response. In the previous session, which was 2 weeks ago, I introduced the relaxors of music, relaxor music, and relaxor images. So the relaxor music was classical music for studying, which is an excellent thing that's found online with excellent classical music that is soothing. And the images were guided images from me for springtime, green trees, flowers, um, the reawakening of the natural world after it was dormant during the winter. The thrill of seeing that. So um, now I would like to say that the past year has been a stressful year for most people. There's no doubt about that. Everybody would agree to that. And I started this a year ago as a project to help people to de-stress. And my aim was to go as long as the pandemic was a big stress for everybody, and it has continued to be a big stress for everybody for over a year now. So I'm happy I did the project, and I'm hoping that the overall stress level decreases with time at this point. I'm very hopeful that it will. So I'm happy to give another session today, and then I will take a hiatus for a little while, maybe a month or two, and then I'll come back with another series. So I appreciate you who have stayed with me and enjoyed these sessions, and I promise you I'll give you a good second series in the future. Um, so um, I'm also grateful for the existence of YouTube. It's such an amazing technology that allows this to be transmitted to anywhere in the world and to be able to go back and see previous sessions that were done. And I invite you to look at the previous sessions. They all have some value. So they're there, and you can refer to them. So today's session is called 3 Deep Breaths. And I'm going to give 3 different techniques that all utilize 3 deep breaths. So the first one I'm going to give is a review of the go to your cabin technique. It has 5 parts. It goes with the letters CABIN, and the B part has 3 deep breaths. So let's review go to your cabin. C stands for close your eyes. A stands for adjust your posture. Use as good a seating position as you can to have a neutral posture with the least amount of need for muscles to be holding the position. So I do recommend the low back support in a good chair. So that gives you a very good head start on a good position, and then settling into the position, not holding any extra tension. B stands for 3 deep breaths. So they're slow and deep and smooth and rhythmic. It's like an in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. The I stands for imagine a peaceful scene, such as the peaceful scenes of spring that we see all around us. New flowers, new leaves, um, definitely connoting peace. And you stay with that image for about 10 seconds. And the N stands for nurture yourself. So give yourself soothing circles to the back of your neck. This is an example of self-nurturance, being kind to yourself. Soothing, soothing touch. Relax or touch. And then put your hands down, and we're done with that technique. The second technique will be quieting reflex. This is 3 breaths in which we will also be raising our shoulders and lowering our shoulders during the breath. So I'll lead you through that. An in-breath in which you raise the shoulders and smile. An out-breath in which you lower the shoulders and soften the lips. In-breath, raise the shoulders and smile. Out-breath, lower the shoulders, soften the lips. In-breath, raise the shoulders and smile. Out-breath, lower the shoulders, soften the lips. Simple as that, an 18-second technique that gets the job done. It's very handy because you can do it in the short time frames of the day. And I'm going to remind you that the suggested times of the day when relaxation is most appropriately done, the breaks of the day, the transition points of the day. When you wake up, when you go to sleep, before you have a meal, when you get home, and if you're a student, during studying, a study break. So the final technique of today is taken from ancient Indian, Hindu yogic teachings, pranayama, and it is called the complete breath. Another word for it in the Indian word for it is ujjayi, Ujjayi. It's a 3-part breath. You start the in-breath with the abdomen going outward, and then the next part of the in-breath, the lower ribs go outward, and the third part of the in-breath, the upper ribs go outward. So expansion on the in-breath, starting from the bottom, and then you reverse it. You contract on the exhale, you contract the upper ribs, then contract the lower ribs, then contract the abdomen. Second breath, abdomen starts expanding, lower ribs expand, upper ribs expand. Out breath, upper ribs contract, lower ribs contract, abdomen contracts. Final breath, abdomen expands, lower ribs expand, upper ribs expand. Out breath, upper ribs contract, medium, lower ribs contract, abdomen contracts. That's the complete breath, the 3-part breath. So I'll end with my usual ending of namaste. I'll make a second ending of breathe easy, and I'll make a third ending of my heart wishes the best for your heart. Take care.